Sometimes you just need that positive reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? You just need that. Go get them. If you need that, I'm going to give that to you. You're all doing great out there. You're awesome because you're watching this show right now. So thank you. Right on. Hey everybody, it's Jay from Sludge Central. Tonight we're going to talk about the new retro cans of Diet Cherry Coke and a couple of pickups. San Diego Comic-Con is in the books, and I have to say, I spent way too much money. Every Comic-Con is just an onslaught of amazing things, and I want 50% of everything. I have the wherewithal at this point in my life to say, I'm going to avoid that. That's not for me. I don't need to go crazy over this thing, but this that I have to carve out an hour to try to pre-order and then drive myself crazy and frantic because when you log in, they put you in this waiting room that just ticks by. It's really, really inordinately slow, nerve-wrackingly slow. You ever see the guy? The guy walks like he just walks. It's like he's doing 12 steps per one step. Like a normal person's step it's like one stride. He's doing like 12 strides and he doesn't make any progress. That guy who's walking across your screen. But then you get in, you have, 10 minutes to complete your order. But you don't, because sometimes the things just sell out. It'll say, in stock. And then bam, you're putting in your payment and then it immediately changes to out of stock. That's happened to me. So then I have to log on to eBay, like a total D-bag, really slumming it. It's like when you leave Atlantic City the next day, you're hanging your head in shame. And I don't even gamble. It's just that walk of shame. Walking over to eBay, spending triple, but it's the life of the collector. It's a commitment. You have to be committed to this stuff. It's not a joke. It's serious business. So you guys know my love of the Masters of the Universe style of figure. Super 7 has the Thundercats, and they did this special box of Mumra to replicate Mumra's Tomb Fortress, the playset from Thundercats. I loved Mumra, but in particular, when Mumra used to transform from his, old decrepit self in his smoking jacket, his red tattered robe, of course, and his shrouds, and he became the most powerful Mumra. Total insanity. It was like an incredible Hulk transformation, but it's even more severe because it's this old dude. Oh, son of a... Anyway, love this friggin' thing. Oh, what a great idea. If I had to find a problem with this, it's really the fact that I am a let 'em breathe collector. I don't need to keep things in boxes. But how do you not keep this in the box? This box is phenomenal. Just evoking that old Thundercats playset. It's phenomenal. Excellent thinking. The whole point is that you could spin him around and he becomes... Oh my God, what a great concept. So it's like you have the playset, because that's what you used to do. You spin him around. He's old Mumra. He's got his bathrobe and his slippers, and he's tuning into Murder, She Wrote. He's got his crosswords and his bifocals. Maybe a decaf coffee if he's living on the edge. But it's probably a tea. I would say probably an Earl Grey, potentially, maybe a bran muffin, wheat germ. Maybe there's wheat germ involved. We can go on, but you get the point. Now, forget it. This dude. He's got his pre-workout. He has a lunchbox full of various lean meats because he's like loading meat. I don't know what loading meat means. There could be another meaning, but that's what Mumra likes to do. He likes to load meat. He's still as jacked and as menacing and scary as he was. When you watch him back, he's kind of doofy. But one thing that was always scary to me is when this guy would fly and he'd like stalk you, and like, here's this dude flying. If you could put yourself in like Lino's shoes, Lino's boots, and this dude is in the air above you, like flying and stalking you, that's nightmare fuel right there. He is a scary mofo. with his egg white protein shakes. So this was just one of many things that I wound up purchasing online, of course. Got this Superman box from McFarlane. Superpowers. Pretty cool. Love it. This is pretty neat. So it's all the Superman movie figures done in the superpowers style, which is awesome to me. I love that they did this because you wouldn't have expected them to go directly for it. This is exactly what I would want. And then they made various other figure forms, if you wanted certain scales, there's something for everyone, which is awesome. I love that even us superpowers fans all these years later could still collect superpowers. I have to say, when it comes to soda, I was a kid who enjoyed soda, but I didn't overdrink it. I know my family, we would always stock a 2-liter bottle of soda. There was always a soda in the house, but I remember the decision on what soda we wanted was always a big one. It was like deciding where you're going to go to college or something. It was a huge decision. Like, what soda do you want? Well, this is going to predict the next few days of our lives. What will we be sipping while we're munching on snacks, watching a movie, or what have you? I know lots of times I would go for Dr. Pepper. My sister was a big Pepsi fan, but there was always like a Coke or a Pepsi, something that everybody could enjoy. I was also a big 7-Up guy. Several members of my family liked 7-Up as well. But for some reason, I always did enjoy Diet Cherry Coke. Was always awesome. Several months back, Coke announced that they were doing a special edition can available only at Kroger. Of course, it's always at Kroger. It's always at some store that is nowhere near Jersey, not accessible to me whatsoever. So, hey, we're coming out with the Diet Cherry Coke retro cans. Okay. So I had to spend quadruple the price to get this. I mean, this thing, it is worth its weight in gold just to be able to hold this. This is a trip right here. It's like taking a little trip back in time. So I'm going to open this up. Okay. Yeah, so this was like, a lot of money for just to have this, but there's no Kroger's around. What am I supposed to do? Let's see how cool this looks, baby. Oh, there we go. Beautiful can. Oh, that is a nice can right there. You gotta do the little wipe down. You do the wipe down. The little wipe on the top of the can, because there's always the urban legend that like there's all kinds of really bad things on it. Who knows if that's true? Oh. Okay, so I figured like, hey, let me take out a cup. Take out one of my character cups. Rainbow Bright. Yes, I am a grown-ass man with a Rainbow Bright cup. It's not like this went away forever. This was gone for several years. But what a way to bring it back. Zang. Man, you hear that fizz? It's like the ocean. And of course, it's like 2 days after I read the meme on Instagram about how bad diet soda is. And I'm on YouTube all the time just saying how much I love diet soda. I don't even drink a lot of it, but once in a while, it's a nice treat. And then you don't feel guilty because it's not full of sugar. You're just putting other chemicals that are from who knows what planet. It tastes a little flat, actually. After all that effervescence, you're going to do me like that? It's good. It is good. It took quite a while for the seller to send it to me, so I'm wondering how long he had this to make it go as flat as it is right now. It is still quite delicious. If you're near a Kroger, you can get yourself some, but I'm impressed that they brought that back. What a great can. Probably one of the best cans ever. I know, there's all kinds of wild cans in soda history, But wow, this one is absolutely phenomenal. The little cherry and the lines. It's a beaut. It's a beaut, Clark. So I did buy a lot more crap from Comic-Con and all the exclusives and everything. So maybe we'll get to that at some point. But we also have the spooky season beginning, and there's a lot to talk about there as well. So we'll see where we go. We'll see where the roads take us. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Sludge Central. This is Jay signing off.